This podcast is brought to you by
Your Reno Works. If you're looking for a trustworthy, dependable and responsible interior contractors for your home, contact Your Reno Works at 8383-7879.
Or you can head on over to their socials at Your Reno Works on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and also follow them. Also head on over to their website at www.yourrenoworks.com.
Yes.
Designing space, defining home with Your Reno Works. Your Reno Works can be trusted. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Outside In with your host Yanto.
Farah, your go-to source for honest conversations about relationships and marriage.
So if you are ready, let's go.
Yeah, so today is Pillow Talk. Thank you guys.
Another Pillow Talk. It's another Wednesday, another day for you guys to chill, relax, put on your hoodies, hug your pillows, have a nice cup of coffee on the side.
Yeah, or maybe you're driving to work and you can just listen to our insiders punya submissions, inshallah. So today, before we go into the submissions, yesterday or last Sunday, we actually had a talk, but I wasn't involved. I was like the audience. So Yanto was part of the panelists for Kasar Raudas, the C in marriage.
Consent and communication.
Yes,
in marriage,
consent and communication.
Yeah, it was a lineup that I would say very respectable.
Yeah.
And a lot of big names there. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Our moderator was Marina Yusof. It was the first time I ever meet Marina Yusof in the flesh.
Yes, and also Nabila Bagarib, if you guys remember from one of our episodes with PPIS, she was there as well.
Yeah, she was one of the panelists
as a
psychologist.
Psychologist.
No, sorry, counselor, therapist. She's a therapist.
Yeah.
And also Heikel, the psychotherapist.
Yes.
Yeah, he's also another therapist that talks about that counsels couples, counsels individuals on their mental health and whatnot.
Yeah.
Also pula kita ada Ustaz Fiza. I think Ustaz Fiza is, he's like a gentle giant. He's tall, and then but the words that comes out of his mouth is so beautiful.
Yeah.
It really, when I was sitting among the other panelists, it makes me feel macam I ni siapa. I rasa macam
you have your own right sitting there.
Alhamdulillah.
I was very proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Of how you did, yeah. So I'd like to share a few things that I learned because I was sitting in the audience, right? Also to support my husband, but at the same time, I wanted to learn also lah. So maybe I'm going to share 3 things.
Okay.
3 takeaways that I got from the event. So first of all, I love what Nabila shared about communication. So she said that when we communicate, our intention is to connect.
Yeah.
Right. So when we communicate too, there are one of 3 things that we usually are seeking from our partner.
Oh, the 3H.
Yeah. 3H, correct. Yeah. So the first H is you talk to your partner because you want to be heard.
HEARD, heard.
Yes. Second is you want to be helped.
Helped, untuk ditolong.
Yes. Or third one, you want to be held or hugged.
Yeah, dipeluk lah basically.
Yeah. So I think it's very interesting because I looked back at all my communication, my talking with you, right?
With me, okay.
Yeah, it's often that when I talk to you, it's because of one of these things.
One of the 3H lah.
Yeah, it's either I want to be heard, or I just want to be held, or I need a solution, I want to be helped. Yeah, so I think when we communicate too, it's important to understand, or it's important to let your partner know what you need out of this conversation that you're having.
Pasal kadang-kadang, we always have this miscommunication. I think not just between us, but also I think even for by the way, we are live on TikTok also. So if you guys also feel the same thing, we sometimes we and our partners, kita kadang-kadang nak berbual pun kadang-kadang sometimes we give comments macam hari ni macam gini, but lepas tu then the guy will be like, Abi, you nak I buat apa? No, I just want to rant. That means he just wants to be heard.
Yeah.
But then kalau macam, let's say if I go up to you and say, I don't know how to solve this issue.
Yeah, you might think that your partner needs this thing, but actually they need another. So I think it's important to just communicate lah. Before that, okay, I want to tell you something, but I don't want you to give me solution. I just want to be heard.
Yeah.
Or today I'm having such a hard day. I just want to be hugged.
I wanna comfort. I want to be comforted.
So you clearly communicate what you want lah.
Yeah, because I think kadang-kadang these kind of things, if we don't get our intentions clear from the start when we communicate, and then that's where, you know, if let's say naturally from a guy's point of view, I would naturally want to help. Because as from my side, I want to always ensure that everything's okay with you. So let's say you come to me with a problem that I think you know how to solve, but when you tell it to me, I probably macam rasa macam, dia perlu api pertolongan. I want to be the hero. I want to be the knight in shining armor. What is my solution for you? You know. But sometimes, you know, if you tell me this kind of thing, that you just say first before you enter into the conversation. Say, I just want to be comforted.
Yes.
Then you know that's where I will automatically, okay, I'm not gonna give out any solutions and all that, because as much as you wanna be problem solvers, much as we want to be problem solvers, you know, we also need to understand what our partner needs, because that is essentially what relationship is all about, to fulfill our partner's wants and needs. In this particular instance, communication is always the basis of every couple. Not just between couples, even between friends, even between family members.
Correct.
Communication is really the basic foundation. If you don't have a strong communicational foundation, akan ada janggaran lah among each other.
Yes, so that's the first thing that I learned lah. The second thing that I learned is, the second thing that I learned from the talk was from Nabila again. I think I learned a lot from her lah. Not just that talk itself, but the interactions that we've had with her. I've always learned something from her. So she said that trust is safety plus consistency apa?
Consistent effort.
Consistent effort in the long run. Yeah. So what it means is that, of course, when you talk to your partner, communication is based out of trust, right? Whenever you talk to your partner, it's always in confident, or it's always you trust this person with whatever you want to say. So, for example, and also I can put it in an example that sometimes when we communicate with our partner, kadang-kadang kita kan manusia. Maybe your partner shares something with you, and then your reaction is macam explosive gitu.
Okay.
Yeah, it's I think it
then
has happened.
You feel taken aback.
Yeah, and then your partner will feel like macam like I cannot trust her with this kind of information because of how she is reacting right now.
Okay.
Right. So I think in times like that, we can adopt this what do you call that?
Formula.
This formula from Nabila lah. So trust is safety plus consistency in the long run. Yeah. So relationship takes work, right? So this little friction that we have, macam tadi example I cakap, he tells me something and then my reaction is explosive, and because of that he feels like he cannot come to me with this kind of information. So we adopt this formula of, to repair that trust, you have to provide a safe space for your partner to be able to share whatever they want to share, be able to hold them in that moment and just listen instead of reacting. So you have to put in effort, consistent effort lah. It's also, I feel like, a conscious effort.
Conscious effort, that's the keyword. Conscious effort, because like you mentioned, whenever there's potential arguments, or whether you want to share something that is potentially could be a trigger factor for an argument, that is where we realize that you need to make yourself ready in order for you to accept whatever that your partner is supposed to accept, what your partner is going to share with you. Because number one, the first thing that I always say that, you know, your spouse is where you are supposed to be the most vulnerable, to share your most deepest darkest secrets, your worries, everything, because you spend the night with them. You balik rumah, you akan tidur dengan dorang, tidur dengan your partner. You know, you are going to have a lot of intimate moments with them. So if you are not able to feel vulnerable with your partner, itu maknanya yang communication korang is a bit more tense. So how do we then get about to this safe environment that you are mentioning? You know, it really takes a lot of conscious effort. It really takes a lot of continued effort.
Yes, consistency.
Consistency, because trust is not built overnight, especially if, let's say, trust has been broken before. So the most important that we realize is that we really, you know, we really sit down, and when we want to talk about something that is of high importance, the first thing that we need to throw away is our judgment.
Yeah.
The first thing that we need to throw away is, I wouldn't say emotions, but also to really think of, okay, right now he's opening up to me. I am his comfort space. I am going to give him what he needs, which is his comfort, which is his safe space.
Yeah.
Kalau kita say, for example, let me give you a scenario. Oh, hari ni, let's say I'm a Grab driver.
Okay.
I bangun lambat, I tak keluar siang, lepas tu nanti I punya income tak banyak. Lepas tu nanti if I say, I feel so tired today, and then the first thing that you reply to me, siapa suruh you tidur lambat? Siapa suruh you bangun keluar lambat? And then lepas tu macam, macam gini, kalau aku, I just want to, I feel tired, I just want to,
run to you.
I want to be heard, I want to be held.
Yes, okay.
But then the first thing that you do is you berate me. That is where I will feel macam, she's not my comfort space anymore.
I think that would be the natural response to most of us. That's why you say it's a conscious effort to stop yourself and tell yourself that no, just hold him at this moment and not react so explosively.
Yeah, because bila dah berbual tu, and then that's where the another part of the conscious effort comes, is when you tanya your partner, what do you need me to do, or what do you want from me after this information has been shared.
I think I think it's not wrong. I think I would adopt this in our own marriage. Macam if you tell me, for example, that actual scenario, right, the example, would it be okay if in that moment I ask you, which H would you like right now?
Oh, you want to be hugged, you want to be held, or you want to be heard?
Yeah, because it's a language that we both understand now, right?
Yeah.
The help and held, right?
Help.
Heard, help, held.
Kalau nak senang, heard, help, hug.
Yeah. So it's okay if I ask you?
Yeah, I think because
which H would you
even
like
there are some combinations also, but of course, generally it takes a lot of conscious effort. So the number one just now was the 3H. Number two is conscious effort to maintain the trust, because building a safe space at home is the best the best thing that every couple can actually do, in my opinion, especially.
It's not easy. It takes effort, but it can be done.
Oh, do you know that I saw this post on Instagram? It was like a quote by this couple. Okay, something about when I was younger, I saw some of my friends, the moment they got married, they stopped posting on their social media anymore. They stopped hanging out with friends and things like that. And then the quote continued, once I got married, I understood why.
Right.
And then he was showing pictures of how he and the wife are very loving and all that. So it kind of makes me understand a bit more now, because sometimes before we got married, we realised that kadang-kadang kita kat rumah, kita selalu bergaduh dengan parents ke, dengan adik-beradik ke. Tapi kalau kita jumpa kawan-kawan kita yang rapat, our best friends, we feel comfortable. You want to share everything with them, you can lepak with them until 2-3 AM. Korang, aku macam gini. It's because that is their comfort space.
Yeah.
But the moment a good relationship is shown is when you are spending so much time with your partner, because they are your comfort space, and then you don't want to get out of the comfort space. So tendency to have lesser time outside with out of these nucleus is gonna be, I would say, is a healthy sign of a healthy marriage. But of course, at the same time, janganlah lalaikan family members dan kawan-kawan sangat lah.
Yes. Okay, so that is the second one. Okay. Okay, the last one that I'm gonna share what I learned from the event is that what Heikel said, the psychotherapist. He said that sometimes when we have conversations, right, we need to have more conversations than one. So I will give an example, okay? Maybe for example, we are financially struggling right now.
Okay.
So we sit down, we have a conversation, and we tackle the problem in a practical way.
Okay.
Right. So practically, how to solve the situation? Okay. So that means I have to maybe I have to register Grab, and then I have to kayu lebih.
Okay.
So problem solved or not? Solved, right?
Because of
the problem that we have is solved, because sekarang okay, you akan go the extra mile, lepas kerja you balik, you mandi, you keluar balik, you kayu. That is just one conversation. But then there are still unresolved feelings. Maybe with me or maybe with you. Maybe I rasa okay, there is a solution, but then what about time with me?
Right.
So now you have to have a conversation to tackle the emotional aspect pula. Yeah, so that is what Heikel meant by sometimes you need to have more conversations than just one.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we just focus on the practical side of things. Problem, solution. Problem, solution.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to take a look at the emotional side also,
Yeah.
or maybe the social side.
Right.
So yeah, that is what I learned lah.
Yeah, which is true because we talk about a lot of I think in terms of mental health, for example, because generally we can always solve physical problems. Kalau kita gemuk, kita exercise jadi kurus. Kalau kita lapar, kita masak, kita makan. Kalau kita penat, kita tidur, kita bangun, kita dah rehat. All this is solved very practically, very easy. But that's where the emotion comes. Emotion is something yang kita, even until now, a lot of people are still studying emotions. We even our own partners pun kita tak faham. Even me and you pun kadang-kadang we don't even are unable to read our own emotions. Betul tak?
Betul.
Which is why the importance of communication comes in. Pasal kita kena tahu at the point in time apakah emosi yang kita tengah going through, and then it's something yang kita kena harus tackle it. You have to really talk about it, because if we don't talk about it, it will just be brushed under the carpet, and then nanti besok-besoknya burst.
Yeah, I like how you mentioned talk about it, because when the example tadi kan, okay, we tackle the practical side. So I think some women or some men will say out there that this is the solution. Why? This is a sacrifice. You must have known that your time with your husband must be less. What? So don't complain lah. But I love how you said talk about it, because you just have to address it. It doesn't have to be another macam heated argument tau. So for example macam, okay, kita dah ada solution, you go out, but then you just say something like, okay, I think now we should also talk about the emotional side of things. I just want to address it lah. It's not that I'm making you feel guilty or anything, but I just want you to know, I need you to know that, kalau you keluar, that means less time with me, and probably I'm going to feel some type of way lah.
Oh my god, we actually had this conversation before.
Yeah, but I'm not pulling you, I'm not stopping you from going out, but this is just a thing that needs to be addressed. Because if you don't address, then the wife
macam rasa pendam,
or myself akan rasa pendam. So I think it's just healthy to just put it out there.
And then if let's say when you say that kind of things, when at the point in time you're saying that, I teringat balik time dulu I selalu pergi OT. Ingat tak? At that point in time then you shared that you don't have time with me. Kita sampai gaduh kan? Remember? Sampai gaduh. And then now that you're telling me that, it makes me feel that as though when you say you're gonna have time, you're gonna have less time and things like that, I feel the drive in me is like, okay, I'm gonna do this for for the next few months at least, to work hard so that I can actually spend time with you after that, because it's there's no solution to it to that at the point in time. The solution is probably just to soften the blow lah, basically, but it makes me feel motivated so that I get us out of this financial situation, for example. And at the same time also, I think it's very important that talking about that, right, communication wise, because we also yesterday we talked about tones, we talked about cara kita berbual dengan partners kita. We can always have this, you share, like how you shared with, how to communicate your emotions. You talked about it in a very soft manner, with love, saying, I don't want to have any arguments, but I just want to let my feelings known. Kalau let's say you rasa macam, no, you tahu tak, you asyik kerja ni, I tak ada time dengan you tahu. I rindu you tahu. Nanti I tak ada masa dengan you. Tapi I macam mana? When you say in that manner, I will be triggered. Kan macam, tapi I kan kerja, dah jadi argument.
Yes, correct.
And so it's always important that kita punya tone, kita punya kata-kata yang kita pakai ni has to be soft, has to be filled with love. And then also insyaAllah the partner pun akan terima dengan kesayangan. Daripada kita nanti macam, naturally the guys mungkin lah akan rasa macam, aku ni asyik bekerja keras, kau tak hargai aku ke apa, that kind of feeling. But of course that is where the guys also have to take a conscious effort, like what I mentioned number 2 just now, conscious effort to realize that this is just my wife sharing her emotional problem that she's facing. We have physical problems, now it's the emotional problem, and it's something that both of you will go through. Isteri tak ada spend time dengan husband tak ada spend time dengan isteri pula. So kita dua-dua akan rugi in that particular period, but it is something that is temporary, in my opinion.
Betul. I think it's not. It's like if we don't address it, it's as if macam you don't care about my feelings.
Yeah.
So just addressing it, nothing extravagant. Just you saying that I tahu, I faham, I pun rindu you, but you know this is something that I have to do for now lah. But I promise you nanti kita
Once
dah
things are
ada.
better.
Yeah, you know, just that kind of conversation would appease both parties.
Yeah.
You solve the problem, and then emotionally both of you are on the same page also.
You're hurt.
I think it's a win-win situation.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that is what we learn lah. We learn a lot, right? Alhamdulillah. So shall we recap a bit?
Number one, the first point, hurt, helped, hug.
Yes.
So that's one thing that, you know, we start the communication with.
Sometimes you have to have more conversations than just one.
Yes.
And then the other tool that you guys can use is the trust punya formula lah. Trust equals to safety plus consistency over time. Consistency over time. That's the word. Consistency over time.
Consistency over time.
Yeah. So yes, that is what we can share with you. Inshallah, it will be beneficial, and you can adopt it in your own marriages if you find it useful. Inshallah.
I think Ustaz Fiza shared so many gems also yesterday.
Yeah.
I think the one takeaway that I want to share is something more about love, about how, you know, the love of men.
Yeah.
Men, especially our Prophet. He shared that our Prophet is someone who is who is soft-hearted when it comes to his family, but strong and warrior, you know, when it comes to the perang, to spreading Islam. But when he shared that story, I think it really touched me so deep in my heart, because that is something that I've always talked about. Something that I always resonate with. You know, I always say that, you know, our Prophet is someone yang kita look up to, that I want to emulate as much as I can, to be soft in terms of my family, my loved ones. But when it comes to, you know, tarungkan nama tu keluarga, pembertahankan keluarga, negara ke apa, then be as mighty as you can. But dengan isteri tu janganlah nak mighty sangat. Nak mighty tu in terms of, you know, I akan sayang you, macam gitu. So I mean, why we are sharing this also is because I feel that, you know, that seminar, that symposium that we had, you know, if every one of you were to have joined, you would have learned so much as how we learned it as well.
Yes.
So I think
I feel so enlightened, macam oh my God, so many things I've learned.
Yeah, which is something that I realise it's unfortunate, but kadang-kadang kita punya masyarakat mungkin dorang macam benda ni tak payah pergilah, boleh dengar online kind of thing. But it's different when you actually go to this event.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, I actually also I just want to share lah. This one is nothing big, but when I sat down to the whole row and two people in front of me, because you know Masjid Sultan punya auditorium, you have to sit perempuan this side, lelaki this side, right? So the girls, I was sitting with the girls lah. I could see all of them, right? Either had notebooks or like iPad, or like two of them in front had laptop.
I saw.
Yeah, ready to take notes. Then I look at the men's punya side kan, nothing.
Laki, jangan cakap gitu.
Biasalah.
Kita relax je, kita macam dengar, betul.
InsyaAllah bukan masuk sini keluar sini lah.
Pasal that is where we complement each other. Yeah. So kadang-kadang kita ni lelaki, kalau kita kat sekolah pun bila time belajar, I jarang take notes. Tapi we see our female counterparts take notes macam tulis buku. Yeah. So kalau you know this kind of things, we always invite our couples to come and join. Naturally, the female or the wives or the girlfriend, tunang, perempuan tu akan you know, take down the notes, and then balik. This is what we do.
Revision.
We revise, we recap on whatever that we learned, so that dia akan betul-betul you know, boleh kita practice it. The more we talk about it, the more we practice it. InsyaAllah, these symposiums are supposed to help our relationships. So we hope that, you know, in future symposiums, we see more of our insiders datang jugalah.
InsyaAllah.
It's really beneficial, not just for us, but yeah, we went through a few. We learned from so many. We learned so many from all of these symposiums, and we do not want anyone to miss out. Yeah.
And also, once again, thank you lah to Kasa Rauda for reaching out to us, and you know, giving us the opportunity to be part of this amazing symposium. InsyaAllah, more to come in the future.
This Sunday we have one more, right?
InsyaAllah.
Kalau korang belum sign up, pergi sign up.
Yes, this Saturday punya on the 19th.
Saturday.
It's about menantu and mertua. You know, a topic that is very hot and will always be in our mouths and tongues. So I think we can learn a lot from that. What's it called?
Sharing.
From the event as well.
It's a forum. It's a forum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alhamdulillah, that is what we wanted to share with you guys lah. Okay, in terms of what we learned this past event. So today also we wanted to share one story. Okay, one submission story. It's going to be a long one, you know. So just a heads up. So I think you guys can just sit back, relax, and read this submission with us also lah. Okay, maybe I start first.
Okay.
Hello guys, Faris here from Your Reno Works. Okay, so some tips for you. Ini for resale buyers. If let's say you're going for house viewing, just take a few photos or videos around the house. Kenapa? Sebab it's actually going to help you during your consultation with your IDs or contractor lah. Pasal we can get a rough idea on what is your house condition like. Okay, so we know where is the piping, that kind of thing. So we can plan lagi betul lah. Like we know what is where, what is there to hack and everything. So if you have some photos ke videos, it will actually help both of us. So if you have any questions, do contact us at 83837879, or you can follow any of our social media at Your Reno Works, ataupun boleh go to our website www.yourrenoworks.com. Your Reno Works can be trusted.
Okay, bismillah. This is from Nurul. The topic is toxic/abusive marriage. Salam outside in, my name is Nurul. I am your new listener who has been listening to your podcast for the past 3 months ever since I got back from my maternity leave in July. Kalau dekat rumah nak dekat podcast tu memang susah dengar. Kalau dekat rumah
nak dengar podcast tu memang susah.
Sebab I give my time and all to my baby. I would always catch up with your episodes when I am at work. Sambil kerja, sambil dengar. So shocked to listen to all the stories and advices from your end. I'm glad that I came across your podcast. You guys did a great job. Keep it up. Alhamdulillah. Thank you.
Thank you, Nurul.
So the story is,
cerita dia agak panjang sikit guys.
Yes, so you guys just sit back, relax lah. I have a piece of my life story which I would love to share with you and the listeners. I got married when I was 21. My ex-husband then was 23. I must say our marriage wasn't a happy one. Being a young woman, I wasn't excited for my wedding at all. So, during our nikah night, I got slapped by him upon getting into the room. I was so shocked and my mind was already running with words of regrets. Regret getting married to him. You must be questioning, what must have happened till I got slapped? Here's the scenario. We had our nikah in ROMM, then we rushed for photoshoot and then home to change for dinner with close friends and in-laws. Mind you, I was in my heels on for the entire day. So right after dinner, we left the place and I was walking ahead to the car where it was parked. My ex-husband and his mom was a few steps behind me. I tak ada niat pun nak leave both of them behind. All I wanted was to sit and remove my damn heels. But unfortunately, he took it as I was rude, leaving his mom behind. Dari situ, episod-episod abuse pun mula. Dia pernah cekik leher aku guys dekat bawah blok. Just because some old friends of mine saw me across and called out my name. Dia pernah sepak terajang aku semua. I had a mindset to run away. But at that point of time, I was thinking, where can I run to? And whom can I run to? Semua my friends' contacts, time kita relationship, dia suruh delete. So I was all alone.
Throughout our marriage, I was the only one working full-time in retail and support dia. Dari segi makan, pakaian, rokok, semualah. He did find a job, tapi didn't last long. Dia dapat kerja retail, tahan 1 bulan je, cabut tanpa ambil gaji dulu. Alasan, diri lama sakit, kaki sakit. Aku pun kerja retail, boleh pula last for 8 years and enjoy my job. Time flies, a year later I was pregnant with our son. During my first trimester, I had bleedings and was advised by doctor to have plenty of bed rest during this period. So I made a decision to quit my job. in my mind, mana tahu dengan adanya zuriat on the way, he will finally find a full-time job and support us. My thinking was wrong lah guys. Still tak kerja-kerja. Every appointment aku malu tahu nak pergi. Sebab apa? Every time pergi counter, kena bayar bil, kena tunda, tak ada duit. Sampai no choice, aku kena tebalkan muka, minta mak dia duit sampai aku reach my 3rd trimester. Itu pun mak dia boleh cakap dengan aku, kenapa tak kau je yang pergi keluar cari kerja? Can you imagine? Aku tengah syarat, dia suruh aku kerja. The months passed and I gave birth. Tetap under his mother support. Time ni muka aku dah setebal buku novel. Hahaha. Dia buat apa as a husband? Melepak dengan kawan-kawan sampai pagi baru balik. As our son turned 6 months old, I started looking for a job. Because I cannot tahan already and I need money in hand to bring my son up. Years passed and one day I found out about his affair. Bam! I think Allah has seen me suffered enough. And it was just the time for me to gather my courage and file for divorce. Alhamdulillah, the process went well. I got full custody of my son and our BTO house. For once, I feel so fresh and alive. I could finally start my life all over again even though I am a single mom. Status janda tu never affected me. But I'm glad that all is over after 2.5 years of suffering.
Lepas cerai, nafkah anak pun dia tak kasih. And duit nafkah selama kita kahwin yang dia kena bayar balik pun dia tak kasih. So I cut ties with him and his families and lead my own life with my son. I remained single for 13 years. The BTO house that we had, I slowly save up money and do small renovation and bought furnitures. Hidup kita berdua susah, tapi bahagia with whatever we have. Alhamdulillah, I found my jodoh and we got married 2 years ago.
Alhamdulillah.
Few months back, kita baru je timang anak pertama kita, baby girl. Alhamdulillah. I'm so blessed and can never be so much contented with whatever Allah has given. Thank you for reading my story. I doakan semoga you both will be given a zuriat one day, insyaAllah.
Amin,
insyaAllah.
amin.
To all the single mothers out there, jangan malu dengan status janda. Jangan terburu-buru untuk mencari cinta. Build your career, focus on your kids. InsyaAllah the right jodoh will come to you. Jalani hidup tanpa mengeluh. Walau susah macam mana pun, tempuh je. Redha dengan ketentuan Allah. InsyaAllah you will have a better life without you realizing it. All the best to outside all the best to outside in. Semoga korang fly high.
Amin, amin.
Amin, amin.
Wow.
Hi guys, Faris here from Your Reno Works. Alright, so what trending right now for kitchen? Okay, so basically for kitchen, if you can see most of the BTO houses or resale houses, banyak orang akan buat conceal, meaning to say you takkan nampak your air fryer, your rice cooker or whatever not. So basically what people do right now is dorang akan simpan semua barang-barang tu dalam tall unit atau dalam drawer. So it's nicer pasal orang takkan nampak your kitchen berserak. Satu. Another thing is, if you want to use it, you just open the door. Di dalam pintu tu akan ada drawer. Most people will do that right now. So it looks nicer and it looks lagi practical, lagi style apa, betul tak? Buka pintu, tarik, full air fryer kat situ. Yeah, so that one is trending right now. Tapi there are also people that are still doing macam normal, just do a open shelf cabinet, letak kat sana, dah macam itu. So kalau korang ada any questions, do text us at 83837879 or you can follow any of our social media at Your Reno Works ataupun go to our company website at www.yourrenoworks.com. Your Reno Works can be trusted.
Dia, it was very berat at the start.
Yeah, it ended on a good note.
Yeah,
Masya
Alhamdulillah.
Allah.
So happy for
Maybe kita baca a bit of our
comments on live
comments,
Okay. Kita baca ni, banyak cakap hi.
Nurul kata nikah naik Nurul dia kena tempeleng nikah naik dia, masya-Allah.
Pasal apa? Dia jalan depan mak mertua dia. Husband dia fikir dia kurang ajar. Member tengah kaki sakit pakai heel 1 hari.
I mean, okay, I understand where he is coming from, tapi I don't think she did that with a malicious intent sampai dia kena sepak. Macam nikah naik kot.
Yeah.
Sedih kan.
So that kind of makes me feel that, you know, this kind of person yang senang ringan tangan, yang ringan tangan ni, diorang dah biasa buat benda gini.
Yeah.
Ustaz ni kena lagu sedih sikit lah, tak lagu happy.
Laila cakap, ya Allah. Betul Laila, betul. Zul cakap, what? Nurul pula cakap astagfirullahalazim, kesiannya.
How actually the mind of abusive people work? Why do they hit?
Kan. Wah, this kind of guy, Nurul cakap.
Yeah. Mak dia enabler, tak ada kerja, tak ada duit, ada hati nak okay. Itu dah part of it. Okay. So when it comes to this kind of situations, kadang-kadang, you know, when we are tired, when we are angry or frustrated over some things, it's because we don't get the message across. Just now we shared, kan? So in this particular instance, the wife, first time this is their first day of husband and wife.
Yeah.
So maybe dorang punya communication belum lagi kuat. That's why I always emphasize bila kita ada masa tengah dating tu, work on this communication. Hopefully masalah-masalah yang korang face during the time dating tu is something yang korang train untuk memberi korang lagi preparation for the marriage.
Yeah. The thing is, I think it's okay for the guy to be angry because he feels a certain type of way. Ni mak aku, kenapa kau jalan?
Kau bodoh dengan mak aku.
Yeah, but through communication, he will then find out that she didn't do that out of macam aku nak kurang ajar. It's because of a reason kaki dia sakit. Yeah, so the thing is, benda ni boleh bincang. Kenapa sampai kat tangan?
Mungkin dalam kepala tak ada, boleh sepak buat bincang.
Aduh, tak boleh.
Maybe that's the abusive punya
brother.
mindset lah kan. Yeah, but that being said also, you know, I feel that even during our wedding day, kan you tengah sakit kepala.
Yeah.
Your head was pain the whole day. But you communicated that to me and I could understand why you didn't even talk much. You couldn't even smile after the photo shoot ended. You had a hard time to, you know, feel comfortable until we, you know, reach our hotel room, dapat mandi and feel fresh, baru kita boleh relax.
Yes.
Kan? But the fact that you communicated to me, you said that my kepala sakit, berdenyut and things like that. I know you are in pain. I understood why you are reacting a certain way. Yeah, if that were to have been communicated, mungkin diorang akan ada better malam pertama, for example.
But then the thing is, dia cakap that is the start of all the other abuses that came.
Yeah, in a way pun that is a sign of a toxic man lah.
Yeah.
An abusive husband.
Dah lah abusive. Lepas tu Laila kata ada hati nak affair. Tak ada kerja, tak ada duit, ada hati nak affair.
Nurul punya dah tak guna lagi nak ada affair.
Aduh.
Yeah, I think sometimes we feel that these kind of things we really don't expect to happen in today's day and age because there's so many social media awareness being made. Maybe not enough. Maybe it doesn't reach about this abuse.
Abuse.
Yeah, about this abuse because when it comes to affair pula pun, you know, the cameras are everywhere. Social media is in your hands, you know, and dorang, you know, they feel that you can do anything that you want walaupun dah kahwin. Yeah, and then nak kata pasal affair pula, ya Allah, nauzubillah min zalik, terjauhkan lah, because you know the fact that, you know, even our listeners were saying that on TikTok live they're saying, you know, tak ada kerja, ada hati nak ada affair. So that brings me to ask the question, nafkah all this while tak bayar ni semua, bagi duit dia gimana? Bagi kat perempuan lain lah. Tak, kenapa nak ada affair kan? Yeah, I would say that this is cabaran, apa nama dia tadi? Nurul This is cabaran Nurul. Nurul bukan Nurul kat TikTok Nurul kat dalam kita ni. This is cabaran Nurul yang she's going through, walaupun, you know, it comes to a marriage yang dia didera, dipukul, cheated on, things like that. Is something yang dia, what I feel is something she learned the hard way lah.
Yeah. But I think Alhamdulillah, it ended on such a beautiful note. Dia tadi kita baca she was single for 13 years.
Yeah.
Masya-Allah. So I would imagine that 13 years she focused on her child and like built herself back up. You know, from all the trauma that she has faced. And Alhamdulillah, dia kata to all genders out there, do not be afraid of the stereotype, of the status. You know, because Alhamdulillah, look, dia dapat dia punya jodoh and dah kahwin, sekarang dah ada anak pula. Alhamdulillah. So I think Allah, this is what, I forget where I heard this from. Maybe Ustazah Hidayah kot. Dia cakap, Allah knows that you are suffering. Allah knows.
Yeah, she said that.
But all you have to do during that point of time is just angkat tangan, minta tolong, and just if you want to cry, just cry to him. He knows you are suffering. But there is he will not put you through something that you cannot overcome lah.
Yeah.
So maybe from outsiders pun bila kita baca, kita tak tahu kenapa she had to go through that, but there was a reason behind it.
Yeah.
Maybe it was for her to learn how to appreciate herself, to appreciate the husband that she has now. You know, husband dulu, husband tak guna lah cakap. Sekarang she is able to appreciate her husband more now, insyaAllah.
I mean, I would agree on that, exactly that you mentioned, because if I hadn't gone through whatever that I gone through in the past, I wouldn't know how to appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, I can say that probably I might not have been the best of a partner in my previous relationships, but whatever happened back then allowed me to realize that this is how I want to be treated. This is how I want to love. This is how I want to treat my future partner.
Yes.
Yeah, and then alhamdulillah, you know, because of whatever that I went through, probably if we were to have met 10 years ago, probably you wouldn't even have liked me. Probably we wouldn't even have gotten married. We meet people at certain times at the right time, because Allah is the best of planners.
Betul.
Kan, whatever that we go through in our life, be it putus tunang ke, putus cinta ke, apa ke, divorce ke, ada dia punya hikmah dia. Walaupun memang, you know, sometimes kita go through marriage pun, we go through the marriage pun is something yang kita, you know, we don't expect to get divorced. But in certain situations, like for example Nurul, the submission Nurul punya experience is, you know, she gone through this abusive relationship. No matter what their relationship is, you know, violence is never the answer. So mungkin this is something yang it's a lesson for her, it's a lesson for the ex-husband also.
Yeah, I think also I want to commend her courage lah to leave.
Yeah.
Because we heard more often than not, the woman or man who is abused choose to stay because of the anak and things like that. So for you to know your worth and have the courage to leave too, even though it's susah, even though after that you say hidup you berdua dengan anak you susah and all that, but you had the courage, and alhamdulillah Allah give you a jodoh that is far better than your ex-husband.
And I think that the biggest takeaway that from Nurul's submission is that she really is someone yang, you know, bertabah. She really go through whatever that she had to go through. Even 13 years of being a single mother in a house, pelan-pelan renovate rumah dia. You know, that is something that only a strong woman, strong-willed woman or man can do. Yeah, we don't. I mean, of course, yes, dapat jumpa jodoh, but I think if given a situation where dia tak jumpa seorang suami in the future pun, I think she would still be doing fine.
Yeah, I think she would do fine.
I mean, okay lah, lonely ke apa, nak juga sayang husband ke. I mean, maybe dia doakan satu hari, ya Allah kasih I jodoh untuk fulfill my emptiness in my heart. Pasal everything else, from the way she mentioned it, she was doing very well. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you Nurul for submitting your story, and thank you for being an insider also.
Yes.
We are proud to call you our insider. You're a strong woman, and kita doakan the best for your family lah.
And most important, she broke the cycle.
She broke the cycle, Nurul.
So no such thing as abusive marriage. No. She said, no, I don't want to be abused in my marriage. I want to get out.
Yes. So that is the submission that we have for today. MashaAllah, alhamdulillah, we learn a couple of things, alhamdulillah. InsyaAllah, this whole episode lah will be beneficial for you all. But before we go, we want to share something. Your Reno Works. Your Reno Works, they are having a promotion right now, guys. So if you guys engage them, the promotion is from October to December. If you guys engage them, within this period, you will get 10% off in-house vinyl.
Yes.
That's right.
Kita punya rumah ni nak kena perlu vinyl lah.
I think perlu vinyl ni sebenarnya.
Kan pasal kita punya kucing ni kan selalu bersepar, habis nanti nampak footsteps.
Dia punya ayah pun nampak footsteps dia sebenarnya. So insyaAllah kita akan engage Your Reno Works. But if korang want to engage Your Reno Works, the number is 8383-7879.
Follow them on Instagram, TikTok and Facebook.
Yes, at Your Reno Works.
Dan jangan lupa www.yourrenoworks.com to see they have reviews there and whatnot.
Yeah, you can
contact them. Yeah.
You can see the houses that they've done before also lah. So Your Reno Works
can be trusted. You come to the end of another episode of Outside In.
If you like what you hear, please follow us on our socials, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify and YouTube. Thank you also. Sorry, baby. Thank you also to all the TikTok followers that we have watching us live right now. Thank you so much, guys, for joining.
Yes, share it with all of your friends and family members so that they can benefit from this episode, insyaAllah.
InsyaAllah.
Till next time, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.